Hi guys, happy Tuesday before Thanksgiving. I just wanted to let you all know that I'll have my review of Moana 2 up tonight, and maybe some other movies I've been meaning to post my reviews up later today as well. I just wanted to post quickly because a couple of things have happened in the last few days that I've wanted to make a comment on, and related to the movie industry. And I just wanted to weave that those comments into another message I have for Disney CEO Bob Iger, with just hours before Moana 2's theatrical release happens this afternoon. Hello, Mr. Bob Iger of the Walt Disney Company, sir. First off, I wanted to thank you for having the common sense to restart the marketing for Disney and Pixar's Elio with that new, almost under a minute and a half teaser trailer you put out, new second teaser trailer you put out last Thursday. And I wanted to thank you for also listening to the Animation Guild and giving them the fair deal that they wanted for so many months, along with the other studios and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers joining in as well. I'm glad that you thought that their terms were realistic this time, compared to how you didn't feel the terms of the SAG-AFTRA and Writers Guild last year were realistic, which I personally think like maybe they were a bit realistic in some ways, but to each their own. But I'm thankful that you learned your lessons from last year and that you did the right thing this time to give them a fair deal. And also to the Animation Guild, really quickly, I want to say I commend you so much for fighting for your rights and to get better pay and to be better treated. And so yeah, good job, Animation Guild. Good job. Now, with that being said, Mr. Iger, sir, we're just hours away from the release of Moana 2 in theaters now. So related to that, I just wanted to continue to, how should I say this? I wanted to continue to call on you and plead of you to do the right thing if Moana 2 turns out to make the money it's projected to make worldwide in the coming holiday season and beyond that. Which is, now I know that Moana 2 was initially a series for Disney Plus that Walt Disney Animation Studios was working on in Vancouver before you decided to turn it into a movie for theaters to kind of get Walt Disney Animation Studios in a financial recovery after some failures recently, like Strange World and Wish. And I know that you have Zootopia 2 next year and an original film in 2026, plus Frozen 3 and 4 in 2027, and assumedly 2028 too. So there's that. But I'm hoping that after those 4 films come out, if Moana 2 does make the billion, or at least makes the money around the world that it's projected to make worldwide, assuming that it's as good as I'm seeing the reactions say it is so far. I know there's like 1 or 2 that maybe thought it could have been better, but I know the consensus is that it's good, and that the story is actually strong. My hope is that, considering that Moana 2 was initially a Disney Plus series that got turned into a movie, and that live-action Lilo and Stitch, Princess Diaries 3, and Freaky Friday 2, now called Freakier Friday, were also Disney Plus releases that are now going to theaters starting next year. My hope, Mr. Iger, is that you will do something similar for the Disney Plus Tiana series that Walt Disney Animation Studios in Vancouver is working on, and that maybe if Moana 2 does make $1 billion, and maybe some one or 2 films in the award circuit, like The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, or The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, gets nominated and or wins for Best Animated Feature in the awards circuit at the Golden Globes and or Oscars. My hope is that you will listen to those who are asking you to do the right thing, and maybe turn the Disney Plus Tiana series from a Disney Plus animated series with the animation style of Paperman, allegedly, from what I heard, but in color, and turn that from a series with that animation style into a theatrical, fully hand-drawn animated sequel to The Princess and the Frog for a theatrical release in holiday 2029 in time for the 20th anniversary of the original Princess and the Frog, which, by the way, I wanted to also shout out that film and wish that film and its animators and its cast a very happy 15th anniversary, since while it came out wide December 11th, had a limited theatrical release in New York and Los Angeles yesterday. So happy 15th anniversary to that film. What was I trying to say? No, hold on. What was it? Oh, right, yes. Mr. Iger, I'm really hoping that you will at least see the success of Moana 2 and maybe the success, hopefully, of Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, and The Day the Earth Loved a Looney Tunes movie at the award circuit as well, and maybe maybe be persuaded to turn the Tiana series from a Disney Plus series with the animation style of Paperman into a hand-drawn animated, fully theatrical 2D sequel to The Princess and the Frog for a theatrical release in November 2029. And with a better marketing campaign this time and more room to be a success before Avatar 4 comes out a few weeks later in December 2029. So a little deja vu nostalgia for people in 2009 who had The Princess and the Frog and the first Avatar come out just like a week or two before each other. I would really appreciate it if you did that, especially, and I'm kind of hoping that you at least push it back 5 years to 2029, so that, especially now with the Animation Guild getting their fair deal where you're supposedly going to treat them better along with the other studios, my hope is that you will give that story, Tiana, time to especially since it's now in production since August, so I don't feel like it will be the same situation as Moana 2, but I kind of hope that you at least delay Tiana / Prince and the Frog to November 2029 to give that series the proper amount of time needed to turn from a Paperman style animated series into a fully hand-drawn 2D animated theatrical Prince and the Frog sequel. Give the time needed to get the hand-drawn animators of Disney that are retired or are still there, plus training the new people there back, especially since you're hiring interns for cleanup on 2D animated productions, which is usually for films, interestingly, even if it could be any project, but I have to believe it could be for Tiana now. And also to maybe get the tech needed to make it hand-drawn and to make sure that this production won't be not rushed out, but like kind of changed last minute to be for theaters like Moana 2, and that you kind of hold it until 2029 and try to give the time needed to make it fully hand-drawn and make sure it's a quality over quantity story. Because, not for nothing, Mr. Iger, but if you turn Tiana from a series into a movie, but don't change it from a hand-drawn animated to a hand-drawn animated style and keep it like hybridized like Paperman, I'm not to be rude, but I have a fear that might be as disrespectful to the legacy of The Princess and the Frog as it was for the legacy of Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, when Dreamworks decided to make a sequel to that film, spun off from a Netflix series, but in computer animation, with Spirit Untamed. Like, do you see what I'm saying, Mr. Iger? So, the least you could do, and I hope you can do this, and I only have a minute left, so I'll try to make this quick, but the least you could do is maybe listen again and continue listening to those who are asking you to just do the right thing, and that just, at least, just depending on how Moana 2 does globally, turn Tiana from a Disney Plus series into a theatrical film, commit and give it like a holiday 2029 release for Thanksgiving 2029, and do what you can to bring back the hand-drawn animators of Disney to make that film or story look hand-drawn animated enough, and give it a chance to really usher in the return of hand-drawn animation at Disney for movies again, because I miss those days when Disney used to make those films like that, and I would give anything to see it again. So please, Mr. Iger, depending on how Moana 2 does and Lord of the Rings and Looney Tunes at the Oscars, please make Tiana hand-drawn animated for the movies. Thank you.